This week's Applebees Cat Country 99.9 Athlete of the Week is Craig Fitzgerald from the John Glenn High School wrestling team.
Craig's currently 40-1. He won the sectional, won the conference, won the regional. His one loss is by a young man from Plymouth that he beat the first time he met him. Being a junior, he's doing a lot of growing this year, and he's making steps every week. We're getting better.
Well, I started wrestling in 6th grade and with the middle school program. I really wasn't that great in physical shape in 6th and 7th grade, and so I just stuck with it. You know, I felt, I'd seen a lot of guys just try out and quit, and I've never really quit anything, and so I wasn't going to start with wrestling, so I just stuck with it, and eventually I got better. So
one key to his success is his friends, like Glenn graduate Derek Traversa.
Derek's been a huge asset to Craig's success, as Craig was to his last year, because Craig pushed Derek, and then now it's great because Derek, after graduating last year, has made the commitment this year to come up every day, and he's helped Craig right along, and it's a great thing to see. Last year, Craig was our Mental Attitude Award winner for the year, large part on the way he handled himself with Derek. Derek was a senior last year, and he was our heavyweight. Them two battled back and forth constantly. Sometimes Craig even would pull off a win on him, and Craig would wrestle some varsity matches last year. Well, when it came down to state tournament time, Derek took over, and he had a lot of success, on the place in second in the state. So we knew going in this year that how Craig's opportunities were good because of the way he wrestled.
Derek and I kind of came to be friends when I started wrestling in 6th grade. He was in 8th grade, and so we only practiced together for a year, but we became pretty good friends. And then when I became a freshman in high school, I just started wrestling with Matt and Andy Bogard, Derek, and a couple other guys, and we didn't really start out in wrestling. We started out in football, and we were all linemen. And so, I wasn't really a small freshman, and so, they always kind of had a little bit, I felt they had respect for me, a little more than some, because I was able to do things. And so we all kind of became friends, and it just never, we've always, every sport we've always done together. So we've never really been apart when it came to sports, So we were always doing things together, and we just became really good friends. Well, yeah, I think it's a great honor to be able to, come up and wrestle with the guys, all Matt, Andy, Derek, it's just because I know they were great wrestlers, and it feels good to carry on the tradition.
Craig's greatest support and inspiration, though, comes from his parents.
Well, my parents are really the driving force between keeping my grades up and doing well in sports. My parents said grades came before anything. If I wanted to do anything, if I wanted to stay in sports, the grades had to be A's and B's. When I got a B or a B minus, they'd be like, well, that drops anywhere down to a C. You're going to start bringing that homework home. I'm going to watch you do it, and I'm going to start looking it over before you turn it in. And so they always wanted A's and B's, They really support me in everything. And, a lot of times they never let me just give something up, or if I couldn't accomplish something, instead of just not showing up to a practice or something, they would make me go talk directly to the coach and tell him exactly why. And so when you do that, you kind of get, it makes it harder to not achieve something.
In addition to wrestling, Craig keeps busy year-round in football, track, band, the Boy Scouts. He's also a member of the International Community of High School Scholars and plans on joining Glenn's National Honor Society.
I'm part of the Boy Scout Troop 239, and we have, they say like 1 in every 100 Boy Scouts achieves the rank of Eagle Scout, which is the highest rank. And so far, out of out of we're based out of the Tyner United Methodist Church. We've had 12. We haven't even had 100 boys go through the program. And we have 3 more, myself included, working for our Eagle Scout. And, you know, that means a lot. You can get, you know, when we're, as an Eagle Scout, you can get a lot of college money, and people look at you as having better skills and, you know, able to manage things and, you know, be able to take care of yourself a lot better than some people. I've noticed, you know, just through experiences that I've been more prepared for, you know, just everyday things just through the Boy Scout program.
Any coach would have a pleasure in coaching Craig. He's a great kid. He's not one that you have to tell to push himself. He just naturally does. He's a good student too, smart kid. You know, I'm not sure, 3.5, 3.6, something like that GPA. So he's a good athlete. He's coachable. As far as one of the things that he really enjoys is he's almost made it to Eagle Scout. So I mean, he's involved in the community too. He's just an all-around great kid, and I'm real pleased and having the opportunity to coach him.
Congratulations once again to Craig Fitzgerald of John Glenn High School, this week's Applebees Cat Country 99.9 Athlete of the Week.